Hello,
Damn.
everyone. Welcome back to our Bourbon Street campaign. As you can see, we are all professionals by
Yes.
now, and we all know exactly
Yes.
what it is that we are
Yes.
doing.
Yes.
So to start with today, we're just going to go ahead and let these wonderful people tell you what they're up to, and then go ahead and get into things, just out of fear of getting derailed for, I don't know, 100th time. So go ahead, storyteller, to talk to the people.
Hi, I am Mari. I am the storyteller for this campaign, and I promise I'm a professional, completely a professional.
That's not true. And next up, Kira, your turn.
Well, I rebuke the statement of being professional. I would not adhere to that title at all. That's to be roles and responsibilities. Hi, I'm Kira A58, and I'm playing Aiden, who is on his way to reaching a new stage in Kindred life. That's me. Very
Sounds
deep.
like a cult,
Very deep.
but sure. Ursula, your
I
turn.
don't know about that now. I don't know about that, but
What's up, y'all? I'm Ursula. I'm out here just playing adventure, trying to make his place in this world. Cedric Donahue, who recently got a ghoul friend. We gonna see how that's gonna go.
A ghoul friend. Oh, pew 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 pew. I've been.
He ain't gonna go there with her. Her eyes
Oh
are
no.
blue.
Oh, it's not
Nah.
green. Oh, it's not. It
Ain't
looks
green.
Okay.
Nah.
Nah. Gotcha.
Homie, don't play that.
She
Next
got
up,
friends. She
Sir
got friend zone already.
Sir Monolith, it is your turn.
I'm Sir Monolith. I'm playing Hank here. You pretty much find me inactive on the socials at Sir Monolith. But mostly just here on Ree's channel doing stuff. Hank is a thin blood who has bought into Camarilla propaganda and does not know that he's a thin blood, in case you're new. He does not, in fact, he doesn't believe vampires exist at all. And he just he thinks some of the people that profess to be vampires or kindred, or whatever, whoever wants to use that kind of terminology, are just larpers. But they help get him contacts for work, so he's not hating. Teach their own, right?
All right, and last but certainly not least, I will be playing Artish here, our friendly neighborhood Zimitzi, and it is my responsibility to guide these young kindred onto the path of being respectable vampires. A difficult thing to do, but it is my cross to bear. But now all of the introductions have been completed, so storyteller, I'll leave things to you.
The evening has progressed. The weather in New Orleans is cloudy, still muggy and warm. But for maybe only a couple of you, you actually can tell any difference in the weather. Can everyone please make me their rouse check for tonight?
Oh, I still gotta do that though. Ooh.
Stupid rouse checks.
It's two round checks. I was just like, oh, that doesn't stop, sadly. Oh, even Humanity 10, you still gotta do rouse checks, I think. Yeah.
I'm gonna rouse and blush. I'll let you know the
Cool.
results of both.
Bless, thank you.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed on
awake.
my herd and had a
Okay.
couple of donuts.
Yeah, I haven't had to
Kevin.
use my herd very much.
Nom.
Nom noms.
Yeah, I
will also
got
be
2
hunting.
dots of hunger. I failed both those checks, and I
Oh.
want to get rid of those.
Dang, girl.
You went from 1 to 3?
Mm-hmm. Y'all know my luck in this game. Y'all
That's
y'all
not
been
true.
new.
Oh yeah, let me open up roll 20 so I can see this gloriousness.
okay.
It's not on roll 20. I'm not using roll 20.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
why-
using roll 20.
It's just me.
It's okay. I always knew Cedric was a thirsty bitch.
You ain't never lied. You ain't
Artish,
never lied.
Artishir, how are you doing tonight?
I did the 2 rouse checks. I did get hungrier, so I guess I'm at hunger 4 from last week, I guess. So I'm gonna do some hunting.
Hunger 4?
Yeah, just like that.
Alright. right. Make me your hunting roll, and before you eat, you're also going to need to make me your frenzy check, which is
Yeah, now it's a party.
Oh,
unspent willpower, which you can use your lovely resolve in, and 1/3 of your humanity rounded down.
Get the stakes ready.
Don't disrespect me. I like that.
He's like all that ask for resolve is finally coming through. Finally coming through.
You did wonderful.
I am once again
I got
asking
3
you
on
to
the-
use
the-
resolve.
I got 3 on the actual hunting roll.
Yeah, you can get something to eat.
Get you
Now,
some
are you
grits.
going down to 2,
Yeah,
or
2.
are you going down to 2?
I'm not gonna kill anyone right now.
I promise.
Maybe later.
That's very nice. That's very nice. Tonight you guys are back at. You are not at the postern tonight. You are at the court in the super secret kindred area, having a conversation about next steps. As someone has ran into Mother, and you guys have gotten some very interesting information from a Tremere who is investigating some stuff. Ardashir and Cedric, did you bring your ghouls into the room?
Yes.
That's honestly going to be a dice roll for me because Cedric is going to try to have the conversation about etiquette, and
Okay,
based on how well that goes across.
Go ahead. Make me a roll. What are you thinking of rolling?
Good luck.
Whatever you think is right, because I'm thinking.
I would say if you're trying to be polite about it, charisma and persuasion.
Yeah, he's gonna try the polite approach at first. So yeah, that's actually a really good pool for him. Because he's like, she's new. I understand starting out in the company. You got to get your sea legs. You got to make the right connections. You got to associate with the right people. With time, then you can start making demands. But until then, we check the restaurant for snakes and we don't make the wrong people angry.
Well, like, I don't know why you got snakes anyhow in your place. Like, maybe you should not make upset the people with the snakes.
I'm spending out of willpower.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, it started off like that.
It's one of them nights.
And we're off to the races.
It's off to a wonderful start. Perfect.
Okay.
Don't you have like 6 dice in your pool for that?
I have 8 in my pool for that.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, with the willpower reroll, that's 4 successes.
Okay.
You are able to get Sakura to focus, and let her know that she has to be on her absolute best behavior, possible. How would you go communicating that to her?
As far as like, he's gonna be in more hushed tones if they're nearing the location. If this is in transit, he's like, "Okay, remember the really handsome guy, the one that had the other handsome guy kind of looking at him as a sense of authority. That one, he's old. You don't want to mess with him. Things are also not going well for him right now, so he's not in the best mood. It's in your best interest to kind of mind your P's and Q's. It's kind of a silent I'm with the homies, but I'm just here as backup, entourage kind of stuff." I'm sorry. Doing Cedric sometimes kills me. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm with the whole.
So you mean like pretend that he's Miss Diamond?
Yeah, that's not bad. Without the hand kissing, that's pretty good.
Wait, when did Miss Diamond start having people kiss her hands?
You didn't have to.
No, like I had to do a curtsy, but like that was it.
Yeah, I guess things got different over the decades.
I'll be on my best behavior, I promise.
Thank you, Sakura. You want a donut?
No. Not if you have snakes in the building, supposedly.
You
Invisible
desnaked it, right?
Yes, I have not seen a snake. There
Then we
is
don't got snakes in the
no
donut.
snake.
So do you want a donut?
No, thank you.
All right, all right.
And as you guys are entering, Ardashir, he does have Sakura with him. She is less hurricane, more appearing to be on her best behavior. She is still, however, very brightly dressed in something that is almost akin to a neon pink outfit with some very shocking lime green thrown into the mix. However, she is very quiet and just kind of like following Cedric's lead.
Aiden, of course, would have, not of course, but would have Baloo with them at this time, just for protection-based purposes.
Baloo getting
So-
from the car into the building was very upset because of
Mhm.
it's hot and humid outside, and he is displeased about everything.
We just letting White Tiger into the restaurant. You know, that's
He is, however, now sprawled out on the floor,
Mhm.
just chilling by the table.
You all need anything before we get to work? You may partake.
of course Cedric's gonna dap up Aiden. Of course he is.
Oh yeah.
Let's crack it.
Nothing. It was odd. I read across. I went to go meet with with Yidre, the Duskborn individual, who I thought would have some special information. She wasn't there, but there was someone in the back, who was clearly throwing something down the sink. She had like green hair. Her name was Amanda. I thought it was really odd. So I was going to tell you about it before I went to go see DeAndre, get more information.
You know what she was throwing down the sink there?
No, I assuming since she was throwing something down the sink already, that's a cause for alarm, something very suspicious. And so I didn't want to heighten that suspicion by pointing that out. So I just clocked it. Because her back was towards me, right? Was I able to see anything in her hands when she was doing it, or?
No.
Mhm.
With your heightened senses, because you did have your heightened senses up, it sounded like she was putting an object into it, something metallic. And again, this is a shop. It could have been, silverware or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was definitely, it sounded metallic, but because her back was towards me, I was not able to see what she was doing, what she was putting down the sink. So I know something was very suspicious about that. I was going to ask DeAndre about that. But yeah, just wanted to inform you before I went to go see her, because from what I recall, she's supposed to be with the desk board council member at the moment. So since I have a contact with her, I could have a contact with both.
Was this person supposed to be there?
The person with the green hair, not to my knowledge, though. I wasn't familiar with who all runs the shop besides DeAndre. But yeah, from my knowledge, I believe she runs the shop solo. The council member didn't mention anyone else running the shop besides her. So, and DeAndre is the council member's sire, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give me a full description of what she looked like?
Yes, and I will describe essentially what the green hair lady looked like. Her name was Amanda.
The description very much matches the photo that Dr. Frey gave you.
I'll pass that picture over. Actually, he will have Amir present the photo.
Amir
this?
will hand it over to you guys.
Oh, is the
This the
face visible?
No, it's just the hair color. It looks like it was picked up from a traffic camera, one of those traffic.
Oh
camera.
my, I know what you're talking about.
Not the best of quality, but noticeable.
How'd you get
Pretty
there?
pretty close. It has the same hair color. She has the same frame. I can't really see the face that well, but I mean, it's a near match. Who's this individual?
Tremere provided it for us. This is the strange, thin blood aligned individual. Mother or mama. I would like to use vicissitude to make my face resemble the face based on both the picture and the description to see if I can.
Go ahead. Make the vicissitude roll, and then make a. We will go with either. Let's do intelligence and craft, because again, the photo's very blurry, and you're going off of what Aiden was suggesting.
Can it be?
Yeah, I couldn't hear your words, but it
Can
sounds
I
like
do resolve in
yeah.
craft?
No.
I am once again asking for a resolve roll.
Resolve and craft. That's the most unique role. Resolve.
I gotta put this together. I really gotta.
Oh, you gotta be able to get the details, and that requires discipline. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many successes would you say I would need for this?
How many did you get?
So far 4, but I could spend some willpower.
That's enough.
Okay, and then intelligence, you said?
Mhm.
Not the roll on this character. Craft 4, 6. I'm gonna surge.
Oh, the intelligence is that low. Gotcha. Okay. Probably got nothing to craft. That's probably what it is.
It doesn't take a lot of intelligence to make skin chairs.
It's a beanbag chair.
It's a beanbag chair. Hey, why is it so squishy?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's
7
how the
successes.
coterie got turned into
7
beanbag
successes.
chairs.
Excellent. Aiden, as you are looking at Ardashir, you're watching the flesh start to change color, hair starting to reform, and it is a remarkably similar visage that Ardashir is able to conjure up between your description and the photo.
Yes, that's Amanda. Wow. You said this is Mother. This is the individual that has been the questionable person all along. And he looks towards Hank like this. Is this the person that you saw?
Do I recognize them?
You do. If you were watching Ardashir, you would have seen the same, how the skin and everything had changed to resemble. For Hank, it is a woman you saw 10 years ago in a warehouse.
Oh yeah, that's uncanny.
So
That's
this
a good
is her.
magic trick.
Well, we can now confirm. I don't take it that you chose to capture this woman just to be safe.
No, I had no. I knew what she was doing was suspicious, but I wasn't aware that this person was the individual involved. And I don't really have. Baloo was not with me, and I don't have may not have the proper capabilities to be able to extract her if it was just me solo. So.
All right. This Deirdre, can you call her or them?
Not her specifically, but I can reach out to her chowder because her chowder is the council member. Going back to the Discord real quick. Andy is her chowder. And Deirdre was around, according to Andy, she was around during the time of Hank's circumstance that took place.
All right. Are you able to organize a meeting, perhaps either to bring her here, or either of them, or both of them, or to a different location?
with Eddie for certain. I do believe talking with her, I could be able to bring in DeAndre. Amanda would be. I'm assuming DeAndre would know Amanda due to the fact that she was literally in her bathroom tossing something down the sink. However, I'm not certain if I could be able to bring her to the party. But yes, I should be able to retrieve Andy as well as hopefully DeAndre.
All right, do that, and we'll see where we go from there.
Very well. So yeah. In that case, Aiden is going to use his silky smooth charms. Bat those eyes. Like, what's that brother's name from Grey's Anatomy? The one that all the ladies seem to like. Who's also a Detroit human. What?
Jackson.
Jackson. Yes, Jackson. Y'all never met
I've never seen Grey's Anatomy.
I don't watch Grey's Anatomy either.
Oh, yeah, and y'all never played Detroit Human? Oh, okay.
They are uncultured.
I've seen it played, haven't played it.
they are uncultured.
David Cage ain't get my money.
Presents.
Look here. I survived the 90s watching ER. I'm not about to pick up another medical show. Absolutely not.
It's Shonda. Never mind. Anyway, so in any case, this brother is a very handsome individual, and so who has a lot of charm, and he is channeling that to get Andy and hopefully DeAndre together on a call. I mean, in a meeting spot somewhere.
Are you calling her?
Yes, I would.
She does pick up. You can hear voices in the background. Sounds like she's out somewhere. Yes. Hello.
Hi, Andy. This is Aiden. Do you have time to talk by chance?
Now?
Yes, it's actually relatively important. We discover some information that be beneficial for many of our safety.
Yeah. I can slip away for a little bit. Where am I going?
Actually, if you don't mind, is it possible for us to be able to meet up, by chance? Oh wait. Oh, see, what was the location that Ardeshir was talking about wanting to meet up at?
The court.
Say that again.
The court.
The restaurant.
The court.
The court.
His boat.
His boat.
Oh, his boat.
His casino.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's casino. Okay. So it's a unique location. It's called the court. Is actually my coterie mate's location. Nice, fantastic casino on the water. Has a fantastic view, and is a nice place. I was wondering if we could have you there along with your sire, DeAndre.
You mean Deirdre?
Deirdre, yes.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go get her. Give me about an hour.
Oh, sure, of course. It also with I'm just listening. What does it sound like behind? Because it sounds like there's voices behind her. Does any of the voices sound familiar? Like Amanda Burns, but yes, even though her name is not Burns, this Amanda lady does it.
If you are listening, go ahead and make me a wits and awareness. You won't be able to apply heightened senses to this because again, she's talking in your ear.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. It's okay. That pool is still pretty good, but the heightened senses is definitely what puts it to the next stage. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to rouse the blood. Okay, cool. Don't get hungry. And that adds a 2 dice there. Ooh, crit. Okay, beautiful. 4, 5, 6 successes with a crit.
6 with a crit. One of the voices you can hear does belong to Jacob Reinhardt. You're very familiar with his voice. He sounds, you can't quite make out what he's saying. He sounds a little agitated about something. And then the second voice you can clearly make out is there's 2 other ones you can make out. One of them is Victoria LaBelle. Since you met her at the gala, you can you know her accent by sound. She sounds a little bit more cool and collected, like she's being a voice of reason. or she's just disinterested in whatever he's saying. And then the other one that you can hear is Ismail Al-Min, the ministry leader. He sounds also a little heated. So either him and Jacob are having an argument, or they're disagreeing about something, probably.
All council members. But I can't hear any of the words that they may be saying, right, by chance?
No, you can't make anything out.
Okay, no worries.
You can just tell
by their
voice tones.
Okay. So this is perfect. Awesome. All right, I will see you soon, and be good times. Can't wait to see you.
All right. Okay. I'll see you in an hour.
All right, see you in an hour. Take care.
She hangs up.
Okay. Aiden looks at the group and says, "All right, interesting. Two things. One, the deal is set to meet up within an hour, and two, I could tell. Again, one of my specialties is I'm definitely good when it comes to senses, hearing things, seeing things, smelling things. You probably are aware of this. And the voices I heard talking behind the scenes, they were all council members, including one, and he looks towards Cedric, one ministry individual, which you may not seem to have good relationships with. There was the Victoria LaBelle. I could definitely recognize her voice.
There's hope.
She's from the Hakata. There's Ishmael was there, the ministry council member, which I'm assuming he was the one that we saw him at the gala. And also Jacob was there. And there was a lot of heated words being said. Most of the voices behind the scenes was very agitated. I couldn't tell what they were actually saying, but it was definitely a spicy conversation, to say the least.
Do we need to do something about security at our second meeting?
I would suggest that just in case any of the council members decides to take a visit to where we are. I'm assuming we don't have to worry about it. Maybe it could be just an isolated issue, but there's definitely something going on with the figureheads of New Orleans, so just a heads up there.
Aiden, when people are that powerful or agitated, it's usually not good for a myriad of people, not just a small section of just them.
Exactly. Hence why I was bringing up that conversation.
All right, old timer. Usually this is the time where I suggest that I help, but then you say, actually, I've already prepared this 50 years in advance, so your assistance is not required. So before I volunteer anything, you got it covered.
Amir, please notify everyone that we will be closing the court down for some routine inspections.
Amir bows, and you see he not only picks up his phone, but he walks out of the room as well. You could tell he's typing as he's walking, probably sending a notification to staff, but also walking out to ensure everybody is going to clear the building out.
I have a room set up for this kind of thing, but whatever it is you all are capable of, I will not stop you.
Actually, let me make a separate phone call, just because I have sources within the location. They might be able to perhaps give some background on what's happening behind the scenes. Just give me a second. And Aiden's going to call his sire and see if she's available and may have a know-how what's going on by chance.
You call and it rings and goes to voicemail.
Okay. When it goes to voicemail, he's not going to leave a voicemail. He's just going to send a text saying, heard some heated conversations by some powerful individuals. Could you call me when you get the chance? I just want to make sure what's being discussed isn't overlapping with the things that we're currently involved with.
Noted.
Vague enough to where people investigating will know what it is, but I mean, she would get the hint. You ate it again, pretty savvy,
If any of you, Hank or Cedric, if you need a change of clothes for something more fancy, I do have things in your body types.
Oh yeah,
Why do you know my size?
Cedric has the gut.
I have to have clothes for every body size.
I've got a perfectly good wardrobe, thank you. I am suited and booted.
As for you, Hank,
Hank looks around.
Oh yeah, he's gonna turn
Puts
to
on a-
Soccer and give the thumbs up.
Puts on a cowboy hat. Polishes his boots. No, I think I'm doing pretty good.
This one of those southern things. I dig the hat.
I could probably find another one for you. Oh wait, actually, you know what? Maybe Artisher has one.
Honestly, you got a hat like that one?
I'm sure I have hats. I'm sure I could find something that will meet your standards.
That I will borrow.
Of course. If either of you would like any modifications, I can do that for you as well. Especially for your ghoul.
Well, it's up to you, Sakura.
You see, she opens her mouth for a second, and Cedric, for a moment, you can see like Hurricane Sakura about to blow up before she just kind of closes her mouth again and then just goes, "No, no, thank you."
Cedric
What?
looks pleased and nods.
Come with me, Cedric. I'll find you a hat.
It's gonna be a perfect addition to my swag.
All right. I will say you're able to find a variety of clothing and hats from basically the last 150 years or so. Very authentic. If a proper cowboy hat could be made available, that is really what Cedric would want in this situation.
He ain't gonna try and upstage Hank. He's gonna take a smaller, instead of like a 10-gallon, he might go for a 5-gallon. Like that he's gonna be proper about it.
Sure, it is very authentic.
Like Hank's the trend center. I'm just adopting the style. I'm blending in with the people.
Hank's adjusting his bolo tie.
All right.
Ada is definitely. Ada is
You know your
definitely.
mother, sorry.
Oh, it's a
Ardeshir is
grand
going to
time.
feed. Ardeshir will feed one more time and modify his own appearance.
You are able to do so. What are you doing to your appearance?
Stunning again because I did not actually buy the merit with experience points. If that's acceptable to the storyteller.
You know, as many times as you roll this, you should probably just buy the merit.
Well, if you would
And
like
then
to
not
give
have
me
to make this
experience
roll.
points, I would love to do so.
You will get a grand total of experience from this session. That amounts to 5.
All right, 3 successes total. Do I think that's enough?
I think that should be enough.
Don't know. It's up to you. You're in charge.
Are you putting me in charge? No, that's fine. That works.
Because it's kind of your job. All right.
I didn't ask for this.
Ardeshir will arrange for the topmost event room to be prepared. Very, very nice glasses. Very ornate.
And Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Aid is going to dress up once again, look into his closet for attaining one of his most fancy of suits. He's going to put on this Briani Vanquish 2 suit. Cost $43,000. And it's going to be of this nice navy blue with a black shirt underneath and a black tie. Again, you can tell it screams money. Number 6 most expensive suits in the world. And so he's coming with that. Definitely coming in with a high-end car, easily costing about $300,000. And yeah, he again, partially for the circumstance at hand, because he knows that this is all about appearance and such, but also, if I remember her name correctly, Andy is going to be there, so you got to make sure that that he's looking fly. So yeah.
Within the hour, Amir has managed to get the casino cleared out. There was a couple people that it was a little difficult to get them to leave because they just kept wanting to play the slot machine, but he gave them a reasonable compensation to get them out the door. And then he had security do another sweep to make sure everything was clear and there is no stragglers. He did double check with you to see if you wanted him to send the regular staff home and keep security, or send everybody home.
There'd be enough security to man the entrances to the casino, but no humans around.
He will ensure that security is covering the doors. When he does, towards a little after the hour mark, does come in with a couple of women. One is a very familiar face for Aiden, as well as the rest of you who have seen her at the gala. Her purple hair is kind of pinned up in like a little bun. She is dressed a little bit more relaxed for tonight, still in her very gothic-esque attire as she's walking in the door. And the woman with her is an older woman, short, white, silvery hair, older lady, 50s, almost 60 by the looks of her, who's using a cane to like hobble behind her a little bit. And she's kind of like looking around going, was I supposed to dress fancy?
No. You dress how comfortable you feel. But it's a pleasure to meet you. A pleasure to see you here.
It's nice. Oh, this is my sire, Deirdre. Why is everybody dressed fancy?
Just
Cedric just tips his hat with a smile on his face.
It's just the way we represent. Just the way we represent ourselves. I mean, again, very rarely do I not dress up in suits. I mean, how often have you seen me when I'm not wearing a suit?
I mean, I always just thought that was like a formal business thing you did.
No, it's comfortability. Puts for a nice presentation, and of course, but we don't want to make you feel as if you're not in a appropriate position in this place. We just wanted to make sure that we present our proper attire.
You see, she kind of looks back at Deirdre, who's just kind of like shaking her head as she's coming up behind, just like she's just like disregarded it entirely because she's like an older woman, so she's just like she's got the grandma look of slight disapproval.
We're used to that.
Unimpressedness.
Mm-hmm.
But she's kind of just following Andy's lead at this point. So what did you guys want to see me about?
Oh, have a seat. Of course, they Aiden will specifically go towards the chairs where she would present, and with the gentleman's persona, pull the chair back so they could be able to take a seat.
They will do so.
Aiden will sit next to Andy while making sure it's not on the other side. I'm assuming that Ardashir was going to want to sit at the head of the other head of the location. So
Ardashir, what are your tables looking like? Are they squares, circles, rectangles? What sort of tables we got going on in here?
Square. They're very, very. I guess rectangle would be more accurate. You know, longer on this side, but then shorter on. So I think that's a rectangle. I think. I know my geometry.
I am geometry expert. Touch nothing.
Got us a rhombus table. Let's go.
A rhombus table?
I'm gonna go full evil. It's a table in the shape of the clans you meet.
Oh no!
No, it's a rectangular table. Normal. And our artist does take the head of the other head of the table.
So you all are together, are seated. Baloo is still laying on the carpet. He found the coolest part right underneath wherever the AC is coming down. And he is kind of laying on his side, not quite the full tilt yet onto his back, but you can see that if the meeting remains calm, he's going that way.
He's going fast asleep, and we need him awake for security purposes. Okay. You got one job. In any case, Aiden will look for looks towards Ardashir. Be like, would you want me to present these circumstance, or would you like to?
You may.
All right. So Aiden will gently cough his hands together, place it gently on the table, and provides a body language of firmness yet still relaxation, so therefore they don't feel too overwhelmed with the topic that's coming to place. So we've been in the process of looking for a particular individual who has done wrong to my coterie mate here, both of my coterie mates here. There was an individual who no longer with us, and we believe this particular individual, he looks up to DeAndre, you may be aware of. She goes by the term mother, and I saw her at your store when I went to go talk to you. She was throwing something down the sink. We know that essentially she has had bad blood with a couple of my coterie mates here. And we wanted to know if you could be able to tell us what specifically is going on with her and where we could be able to find her.
The mention of the name Mother and the fact that you saw her at her place of business, you can see Deirdre's face kind of pale a little bit more. Like she looks very unhappy and nervous about the entire thing. What do you mean you saw her at my place of business?
She was in your bathroom shoving something down your sink. Now, to my knowledge, I was under the impression you were the only one that ran the store. I'm assuming if she was actually in your bathroom in the back office, she wasn't in the customer's restaurant. She was actually in your personal bathroom behind the store. I mean, in the back area, performing something that looked relatively suspicious. And so,
no, the only person who should have been there was Amanda.
Yes, her name is Amanda. Green hair, correct?
No, Amanda's got dark curly hair. Lovely girl.
Ardashir will look towards, because I'm assuming Ardashir has the photo, right?
Yes. And I will pass the photo on.
You see her, she kind of she takes it, kind of squints at it, holds it real close before like reaching down, and you can see she's got a pair of glasses on a chain around her neck that she puts on to look at the photo. This is not Amanda. This lady's crazy.
He said her name was Amanda.
No, her name is Diana. She used to be um an apprentice to the Tremere back when the uh tower was still a thing. But she's not anymore. I heard shortly after the tower fell, she kind of went off the deep end a little bit and started recruiting uh the people like us, me and Andy.
So she's a full kindred, not a dustborn like yourself.
As far as I know, yes. Unless she's really good at fooling Dr. Andrews. But that's not surprising. Dr. Andrews has got a lot on his plate. He barely keeps track of anything else.
How would she know the name Amanda?
I don't know. I don't let her in my shop. I used to have another person, a guy named Charles. She took him, promised him power beyond his wildest imagination. That was enough for him to skip town on me. I hired Amanda, unless she's been casing my place, which wouldn't surprise me.
Why is your place considered so important?
Before the tower fell, I was friends with the previous regent of the chantry. Unofficially, of course, because, the tower doesn't quite like my kind, but we had a decent friendship between the two of us. He left some books in my care before he headed on to another city, uh heading down to heading over to Baton Rouge, where the tower still holds place. Couldn't move all of his stuff with him, with all the chaos going on at the tower and all the kindred fleeing. Of course, that was after the hurricane came through, so moving lots of stuff was hard anyhow. I suppose he was going to come back and get him at some point, but he never did. Word on the street is Baton Rouge has got some problems of its own.
Are
So
they recent problems? Are they recent problems or problems a while ago?
They've been having problems. Got all of the kindred from this area going that way. Have some kindred coming up from the old Sabat holdings in Mexico. Flooding this way, heading to the port cities.
And it's happening at the moment.
It's on and off. You'll get waves every once in a while. They're kind of dying down now. Ismail used to make bank ferrying Sabat out. Something about some holy war in the desert that they're heading to. Their old lines of rhetoric.
And he's not doing that at the moment?
Not from what I'm gathering. She kind of looks at Andy, and Andy just kind of shakes her head. Feel like he's back to drug running again. She kind of nods.
Oh, yeah, we did come across that. But it still doesn't explain how she was able to gain access to your location and decided to shove stuff down your sink.
I don't know either. I've got to go check the drain now. Kind of making me worried.
Do you know where we could be able to find this, Deanna?
No. She used to hang out at the cemeteries, but now the Hakata and the Nosferatu got those covered. She's hiding out somewhere. It's not gonna be around there.
What about the idea of her? You stated that someone got taken away, one of your previous employees. Do you know where he stays at?
Probably wherever she stays. They're kind of like a little group, a little family of some sort. That's why she took the name Mother.
What can you tell us about the council's mood towards this mother and the others who are following her?
Not high priority. They haven't been causing too much waves outside of that warehouse debacle, what, about 10 years ago? They tried to find her then, but we think they skipped town. 'Cause it's been quiet here for a while. Don't know why they suddenly came back.
And
I
can
can.
we count on your support in dealing with her?
Oh yeah, I can help out with that. She always was a little nuts. If she's gonna cause a danger to you guys, she's gonna cause a danger to the rest of us. And last thing we need is any more Second Inquisition eyes on it. It's already bad. It happens every time Mardi Gras comes around.
And even worse because the dust this would have put another target on the Dustborn's plate, and then we could be able to nip this in the bud before it starts to proceed further. That would be beneficial because eventually the council members are going to catch hearing of Kindred, not full Kindred, but other Kindred ending up missing due to their dealings. And they may decide, some may attempt to put that on the Dustborn's shoulders as a whole versus just the particular individuals responsible for this.
You see Andy kind of sighs before she starts talking. Yeah, they're already hearing. They heard about what happened at the printing store. About Ardashir's family member. I think your sire might have told somebody over there. So they're already looking into it. Not sure how quite high priority it is, but now that they've actually targeted a kindred, we can prove that they did. It's becoming a little bit more serious. So trying to find out wherever they're at, it's gonna be, I think, a little bit top priority. I know Ismail's starting to have his people look around, see if they can find anything. They're very perceptive, at least. So I'd give him about a couple nights. Maybe he can get something taken care of.
Is there anything? I'm not from around here. Like everyone else has a tenure here, but in that 10-year period, is there something that changed that they all of a sudden felt the need to come back?
Well, outside of the it's become a little bit more stable. Dr. Andrews has gotten a little bit more control over the remnants of the chantry. And again, outside of like the holidays, or the people are coming in for a holiday, Second Inquisition's kind of left us alone a little bit more. Though I'm not sure how long that's gonna last, especially if someone's gonna start kicking up dust. So I definitely would keep your heads down.
I can do that. You want a donut?
No, thank you.
You got it. But you guys are welcome for donuts anytime.
You see Deirdre kind of looks at you a little bit, and she like puts the photo back down on the table and kind of slides it back over.
Ada just slowly leans to Cedric and like, I'm not sure she's aware that your donuts is for Kindred.
And considering everything going on, I want to keep it that way unless they ask about it. They might have some not like us friends that may want some normal donuts.
Fair.
You see Deirdre kind of smirks a little bit. You're the one that put a bee in his bonnet, aren't you?
I didn't know it was against the rules, but I know now.
Hank's hand kind of casually drifts toward his hat.
you do not feel any bees in your bonnet.
There's a genuine chuckle from Aiden from that too. Well, I'm glad that we can be able to come to a consensus regarding this. You weren't 100% sure how much you would be aware of this individual, and yeah, it seems like she is making your store a top priority. What this means, however, is if she's done this once already, she may likely do it again. You can perhaps use your store as a place of bait by chance to be able to lure her in and be able to, capture her by chance.
Ari, can I would like a shot over the table, shot in the dark dice roll.
Of course. What would you like to do?
Occult check for any Louisiana voodoo that happens once a decade or something like that.
Sure. Go ahead and make me that roll.
Just let's just see, because that would be Cedric's trade of thought. There might be some occult foolishness going on. You know, the Tremere, they do the magical stuff. She used to be a Tremere apprentice. Might be something with some blood every 10 years. Who knows? I don't know. Somebody might know.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay. I'm just seeing my dice pool, which I know is not going to be large. It's going to be at least 4, I think. Scratch that. It is 3. Rolling. 2 successes out of 3. I will happily take it.
You don't think of anything voodoo related that could be once in a decade. Voodoo mostly relies on the Loa and the spirits rather than anything that comes in a cycle like that. It could be something much more Tremere related, or they're doing some other mystical calculations, astrology, or something like that.
All right. Well, functionally as a character, how much would Cedric know of the notion of Tremere blood rituals, being a New Yorker?
Given how secretive the Tremere are,
Mm-hmm.
you think it could be. You're not exactly sure.
Well, Cedric would bring that up. Just to, you mentioned her having some history as a Tremere. Did you ever witness or hear a rumor about some sort of ritual they perform?
You know those guys, they like to keep everything under wraps. I don't think she's using anything Tremere related. From what I heard Charles babbling on about before he left me, something about them hunting down older kindred to get like their powers or something. And again, I don't know if she left town after the whole warehouse incident just because it was some heat on her. Because from what I gathered, even the police were into that one.
Does the council know about the Ashfinders and their ability to steal the power of the elders?
I've told them. Like most of the ones that aren't like us, no one really takes it seriously. But I think now that we have someone confirmed to have died, they're might gonna start considering it a little closer.
Very well.
This is tough.
In any case, he looks towards Deirdre and says, while your place is now a place of interest, you may wish to incorporate some senses of security just to make sure that they don't do anything hurtful towards you in whatever their plans may be. I'm not sure if she decided to use. When did you leave the location?
Oh, I left. Well, what time did you get there?
Ooh, good question. We went to like 3 hours ago? 4?
No, this is a different night.
Oh, different night. Okay, so this is yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. You would have got there probably about 10ish.
Okay. So around 10 o'clock.
I was gone for at least an hour and a half. I went to see Andy here, and then I had to go make a delivery to a friend of mine just a little farther down. She ordered some you see she pauses for a second. Goods.
You mean like a
And
steak?
more like some weed.
Oh.
So I was giving her a delivery. Took me a little longer because we got talking.
Sounds like a fun time.
It was. I wondered where Amanda had gone because the shop was quiet and the lights were off when I got there. I figured she might have had an emergency of some sort and left.
Can you reach out to her now just to make sure that she's safe?
I texted her. I didn't hear anything.
Oh. Is she like us? Or is she more like on the mortal side of the spectrum? Where does she fall exactly?
Completely mortal.
Completely mortal. So not even partaking in the blood.
No, just my occasional helper in the store. 'Cause I don't know. We're undead, but I'm still old.
Well, you're very spry, so you're doing well. You're doing very well.
Appreciate you. Now I've
Do you
got
know
to
where
go.
do you know where her location is, where she may live at? Just a madman person.
Oh yeah, it's apartment. Uh, you see, she's kind of like looking in her like she's tapping her like person in like her bag to try and see if she's got any paper, and you just see Andy kind of pull out a little notebook and hand it to her, and she's like scribbling a little address. Yeah, she lives here. Uh, by herself, luckily. Uh, sweet girl. She's very.
Maybe
Okay,
unlikely. We'll see.
I'm hoping she's very nice.
And you have protection, correct? You have someone that would keep you safe in the upcoming nights, just in case.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay with Andy. Uh, kind of need somebody a little bit more stronger to go suss out the store. Think Dr. Andrews will do it. He owes me a favor.
Mm. Mm. Well, if by chance you run into any trouble, Andy has my number. Please feel free to give me a call. We will be right there to help assist. And he looks towards Baloo and says he's enjoying the weather right now, but if things become dire, he can take care of a lot of things.
Blue has fully tilted. He is laying on his back, enjoying the AC across his stomach.
Mm-hmm.
If there is a happy tiger, it is currently the one sprawled out on the floor of the court in this room.
Yes. So don't let that tummy fool you. He is a threat for many things out there.
Bolu looks up. Wow.
You get this very like he's got his head down, but you can hear him kind of go,
Shh, shh.
and you can just see him kind of tilt a little bit more to one way because he's just trying to find that perfect
Big
spot.
spot where the AC just falls. Oh, I know that feeling as a human.
He walks around with a permanent fur coat, okay?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, I need to go get Dr. Andrews to look at my store because if she's mucking with my drains, I don't trust it. Last thing I need is a mysterious fire or some nonsense to happen.
Arjashir, did you have, or anyone else, do you all have any questions before they depart?
No. if you need any additional things before you leave, you may ask for it.
I appreciate that. I think we're gonna be good. My house is nice and safe.
Andy asked you before you go, do you mind if we could talk just the two of us, by chance?
Well, I do have to get back to the council. I was in the middle of a meeting when you called.
I could tell. It should be something. It should be short. It should be very short.
Okay.
Okay. Ada will stand up and bring her over towards an area where he believes could be nice and private. And then he's going to gently take her hand and then place her hand against his chest. It says, "Tell me what you feel."
You're warm and your heart is beating?
Mm-hmm. But I didn't need to do anything.
Oh. How'd this happen?
Now this is just between us, but I'm telling you because I trust you. To be honest, I don't know. But it feels nice. I wanted you to feel it.
That is certainly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't tell too many people.
Oh no. This is remaining a secret. Only a select few individuals know. And I wanted you to be part of that group.
Well, I appreciate your trust. It's definitely wow. I didn't know you guys could do that.
To be honest, I did not know either. But it's good to know. And I'm pretty sure there's more to come as I start to discover things. But he's going to kind of place her hand against like her collarbone just to see is hers like cold or does she feel like warm or lifelike? Okay, do I detect the lifelike merit?
You do. She has the lifelike merit.
Mm-hmm. So we're kind of similar in that way.
Well, I mean, technically, I've only partially dead or some stuff like that. I don't understand it.
Yeah, me neither. Most of this is new to me. All right. Well, I'm not going to keep you. Too far because I know things are really busy with your council members. But
yeah,
we should talk.
Time.
We should talk more after this.
Well, hopefully, we all don't die.
Oh, I'll make sure that will happen.
Well, I appreciate your confidence. I should really get to go back, figure out what's going on.
All right. Buddy. Nah, not yet. Not yet. He's pretty close, but he's just going to gently take his hand into hers and then do the cool walk off, hands inside the pocket.
And is there anything anyone else wants to do real quick?
That's what I want to do and what Cedric would do. Those are two different things.
Sometimes there's some overlap,
Sometimes. Well, Cedric is gonna basically just try to find his own little area where he and Sakura can talk. Have a mini scene, if you will.
We can do that. But we can do that right when we come back from break.
Oh, how you gonna set us up like that?
Dun, dun, dun.
All
Dun, dun,
right,
dun.
because we are going to go on a short break, then we'll be back to continue this Vampire the Masquerade story. See how these poor young kindred survive.
How you gonna throw shade? Y'all are terrible.
We went to a series of
Welcome.
sorries or something.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our very professional Vampire the Masquerade.
Welcome back.
In interest of not getting hit with a copyright strike, storyteller, please continue the story.
First off, Ree, you need to take a drink of water.
Mm-hmm.
We have hydrate. So
Take your sip, Ree. professional. What can I
Water,
do
right.
for you, girl? And I
Is that
know, and I know, and I
satisfactory?
know.
Now that water has been consumed. We are back for going to see what you guys are gonna do next. You do have Amanda's address. You can go talk to the council, or Dr. Frey did give you his information if you wanted to reach out to him and see if he could suss up any more information from the Tremere, as he is Tremere.
Do
Or,
any
you
of
guys could sidestep everything and go find snakes in the donut shop.
No, this would. Well, Cedric's essentially just trying to have a check-in with Sakura, see if she's okay.
Sakura, when you guys were having the meeting, Amir actually had Sakura and him wait outside the door. Just because he was like, new ghoul, probably shouldn't be in there. And you actually find them, and they have a deck of cards and appear to be playing Go Fish while they were waiting.
Hey, Amir. Sakura, you all right? You good? You hydrated? And
Yeah, he gave me a really good drink, and she holds up a cocktail glass.
he looks at it, looks at the beer, looks back at the glass. Cocktail or mocktail?
It's a cocktail. And you just see Amir kind of does the little shifty look of he's told her it's a cocktail, but it doesn't have any alcohol in it.
Yes. Perfect.
There's a moment where you just see Amir kind of look down at his cards
Well played, sir. Well played. All right, of course, Cedric's going to play the fool. All right, I just wanted to check on you. I just wanted to make sure you had everything you needed. You know, I'm new to this whole thing, and you have needs that I haven't had in a while. So,
Oh, yeah, I drank. I actually ate before we left, so I am totally good.
all right, well, we're going to be talking next moves here. So, sit tight, I guess. And Amir, thanks for what you're doing over here.
You're welcome. I figure it is the easiest way to not acquire any new forms of furniture. Do you have any
Oh.
jacks? No, go fish.
Y'all hope she just lied to him. Cedric would be so proud.
I don't know. Make a Winston awareness roll. You can look behind her card.
Oh yeah. We can go get the whole side lead into it. Okay.
Since she's your ghoul, I won't make you roll real quick for it. She does not have a jack in her hand. She's just kind of chilling with all of her cards and her cocktail mocktail thing that she's drinking.
Only got 2 successes anyway, so that works.
It's got a little umbrella in it. She's very happy.
Good. So with that, Cedric will text Diamond, and he's gonna ask for information about a certain company with roots in New York.
What company are you asking her about?
I got it in my notes. There's 2 of them of interest that he can pull about. Cause all right, Vesuvius is one of the shells, or is it the big umbrella?
That is one of the shells. That's the printing company that's
Okay.
here.
Okay, printing is the shell. Okay. Then there was Pentix, right?
There is Global Management, and then there's BlackRock.
Okay. Global Management, BlackRock. Probably BlackRock.
You get a text back from her that just says, why?
Cold sweat.
You can imagine the look she's had in her face when she said that too. That kind of cool, calm, she literally was looking down at her phone before she sent it off.
Mm. Cedric's gonna text back. There's a situation that me and my coterie are gonna get. Well, he wouldn't say coterie. Can't do that over text. We're like, me and my group of friends, we're gonna handle it. We're gonna try to keep business under control, but some information about this company back home would be of excellent help to us. Please.
It's
Smiley
a
face with a wink.
there's a beat before she just responds with that didn't answer my question.
It's a level of security that may not be best to speak about over this form of communication.
So what I'm hearing is that I need to come and see you.
It's cold sweat deepens.
You just hear Sakura go, you're in my space.
Slow look.
Where she's like looking at you sideways.
Well, Cedric will go. Of course, wouldn't dream of telling you what to do, but any assistance you may be willing to offer would be greatly appreciated. I wouldn't turn that down. Yeah.
She leaves you on red.
Cold sweat intensifies, slowly lowers phone. I'm gonna head back to that meeting. Enjoy your game, you two, and boy, it's been an interesting night, hasn't it?
Sure is warm out today.
He's gonna.
Do like you need a drink?
I doubt it to do me any good. Thanks, though.
And you just see as Amir is like putting 2 cards down because he finally got rid of a pair out of his hand.
Yeah, that's Cedric. He'll go back to the room to others. He's gonna look a little shaken, if you will, but shaken, not stirred. But yeah, he's there.
This guy.
I mean, we talking cocktails, like.
Right, cocktails, not ducktails. Stop playing around.
Do any of you have any ideas on how to find this woman quickly?
The best bet was Deirdre, unfortunately. And then while we got other pieces of information, it seems like the closest contact most likely associated with her is possibly Amanda's house.
Is there anything Hank can roll to try to lend assistance to finding?
Make me wits and streetwise. And because you were involved in the case 10 years ago, you can add 2 dice.
Wow. That's hot. Oh, nice. So 6 successes. They got a crit.
6 successes. As you were thinking about the case that you guys had gone over, the warehouse had been abandoned when you guys were looking for it, and as you guys did go through plenty of abandoned buildings when you were looking for Amani, you would guess that the same thing would track. With your crit, you think it would be a building that has been long since abandoned that nobody really messes with anymore. and you don't think it would be something you've already gone, because you guys went to a couple locations in a previous episode before you found the printing shop. You know it won't be another warehouse, just because from when you were on the police force, the warehouse was fairly easy to find. So you're going to be looking possibly for an abandoned building, but something that has enough space that wouldn't nearly come across as being inhabited. So you're looking for probably an abandoned building that nobody's taken any interest in.
Okay. Well, Hank will share that information with the rest of the group. Yeah, it seems like I think we might be looking for a large abandoned building that isn't really of interest to any of the, I guess, rest of, or isn't being currently actively used to anybody's knowledge, since they're trying to fly under the radar, right? And they can't be somewhere small, because you know if somebody was somewhere small.
So is it going to be a juke joint, coke den, or a crack house?
I don't think that it would necessarily stand out as some sort of. I mean, it could be. It could be. They could be falling under a drug den, but then also that's going to draw attention, right? So they might, I think, probably be going, lower profile than that, and it'll probably just look like it's abandoned.
Well, depending upon the drug, correct? Well, like would it a drug that's more easily accessible, such as weed, have a bit more traffic than maybe like a coke den? Maybe a coke den would be I'm just thinking of.
I mean, maybe
not fully ruling it out.
I'm just speculating based off my past experiences with these folks, and looking into them, and like the warehouse that they were at before was really easy to find, right? So if I were them, and given how long they've gone undetected, I would probably be somewhere that just flew completely under everybody's radar,
Do we know of storytellers? Do we know of any buildings or warehouses like that by chance?
You guys, someone can make me another Wits and Streetwise roll, and if you guys have any dots in Streetwise, you can lend them an extra dice for the roll.
Okay, I'll lend you an extra dice.
Depending on who has the biggest pool.
Oh, okay.
Well, I would like to have Amir do it.
You gonna call into the room? Help.
I have one dot in Streetwise.
One dot in Streetwise. So who has the biggest pool?
I can roll resolve in Streetwise.
No.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
My pool's only 4 for Wits and Streetwise.
4.
Mine's 4 as well for the pool for Wits and Streetwise.
4. Aiden?
I have wits. Again, I am a sweet bean. I don't work with the Streetwise.
Ardashir, what's your total of pool? 3?
3.
So either Hank or Cedric could do it.
You got it. Nah, Michael, you got it. I'm not rolling. Nope.
So you can roll yours.
Good point.
And I can say, since I had you add 2 dice the last time, you can add those 2 dice plus the 2 from Ardashir and Cedric, since Aiden doesn't have any dots in Streetwise. So you can add an additional 4 dice.
That's not going to matter for Ursa's roll. Do we not remember his 8 dice pool that he had for persuasion?
All right, so original pool, and you're giving me plus 2 die to the pool.
Oh, were you gonna roll, or was Hank gonna roll it?
Oh, he's gonna roll it. He's gonna roll it. I ain't touching.
Oh, okay.
I ain't touching. You got it.
Your pool plus 4 dice.
Oh, I'm rolling my pool plus 4 dice. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
This is on you, sir. You got this.
Shake, 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 senora, shake it all the time. Shake, shake, shake.
Big character Cedric's going like, well, you see, I've been associated with the with the pause, and they told me whenever they get a free donut every now and then that they like to frequent this area here, and sometimes they go over here and they go around here.
The pause has been.
As you are narrowing it down in your mind, you're like, okay, it has to be a building that has been standing for at least 10 years. Something abandoned, something far away where people aren't going to necessarily notice. You are coming up with a couple of locations. One is Charity Hospital. The other one is Holy Cross School or the abandoned Jazzland complex, which is
Okay.
a abandoned building. All three of these locations were flooded during Hurricane Katrina and are now abandoned.
Okay. Okay. So I'll share that information with the group. I think one of these 3 locations may be our best bet to start.
The Cherry Hospital.
Charity Hospital.
Yeah, I'll put them here in chat.
Jazz Hands Museum.
Jazz. I remember
Oh, that now.
Do
Jazz
what I
Land.
know,
Yay.
in my long years, would I know anything about either of those 3 locations? And for as far as kindred life,
For each one of those locations, you know that they have primarily just been abandoned. You would guess that during the time, possibly the Nosferatu have taken control of them, because again, it is an abandoned building. The Jazzland is attached to the Six Flags Museum, or the Six Flags Park that was there. The Holy Cross School is an old school that was in the lower 9th Ward, and Charity Hospital is off the I-10.
alright, well, unless you all have any other ideas, we can check the 3 locations.
Thank you for asking. Don't you think we should? You said you guys got in with some doctor, one of those Ventru around here. Shouldn't we ask? Oh, my bad. That was an Ursa era, not a Cedric era. Well, those Tremere out there.
The Tremere are not known for being cooperative.
Well, who'd you talk to?
Dr. Frey, I believe. He helped us once, but the more we dig into the tower's business, the more difficult it will be to extricate ourselves. But if you wish to, we can.
Well, my thing is just we got no information about this Mother Diana character, and we're about to just go on a wild hunt for her. But apparently, if she used to be one of them apprentices or something, wouldn't they have some information on her so we have some idea of what we're dealing with?
They might, but that would reveal blood sorcery, and they tend to not share that. But as I said,
maybe they can send some reinforcements. This involves everyone, right?
That is not how kindred society works.
Maybe not around here.
Does anyone else want to attempt to speak with the Tremere?
You already know I do not. If you all wish to visit the Tremere, I will go my separate path, as I do not wish to interact with the Tremere in any way, shape, or form. So I can follow up perhaps on the building with Amanda, and then meet up with you afterwards.
I don't have a lot of experience with the different LARP groups, so I mean, if anyone would like to coach me on, I could give it a shot.
Hang.
I
Just- All right,
wow.
Cedric, you can handle this.
No, yeah, y'all onto something, Aiden. This is you would know especially how it works around here, but they may not take too kindly to you.
No. Oh, and definitely for Tremere. I will not be interacting with the Tremeres in any way, shape, or form. So if you wish to conversate with them, I fully respect that and wish you all luck in that endeavor. I can definitely attempt to tackle the problem in a separate manner. I will not be stepping 30 feet.
Well, they're fairly rude then.
In multiple ways.
Well, I'm just saying, everybody's got local contacts but me, really. Like, this ain't my hood. This ain't my stomping grounds. I don't know the escape routes. I don't know the fun alleys where you can find a needle if you really need one. Like, I just want to know
To clarify,
where we're going
the needles
and who we might have to deal with.
Well, I mean, it's perfectly fine. I mean, just because I have reservations towards the Tremere, that is just a personal standpoint. I do not wish to cloud your judgment on Tremeres as well. You can be able to talk to them as you would like. It's just I will not be attending that meeting if you wish to join. But and to clarify, I'm also relatively new to the city. I only been here perhaps a few years longer than yourself. I just have contacts who have stayed here much longer, and so that was my end here. But yes, please, I don't wish to cloud your judgment in terms of what he to talk to the Tremere. I just cannot participate in that conversation.
What's the going exchange rate with Nosferatu?
Favor.
Question. And
They still do the
secrets.
things that they do back at home. You know, they still on the keyboards, you know, looking at everybody's bank account information.
I am
yes.
told so.
Assuming so. So whatever your funds are looking at the moment, they'll know the truth. So just to be able to look out for that if you wish to conversate with them.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, we're doing well for ourselves collectively as a group. You know, if we have the right thing to offer, we might be able to get some information through them.
Are you willing to? They may wish funds, but they may wish information. And how much information are you willing to divulge in regards to this favor? Just a key question.
Good point. They ain't getting the donuts. Can't let that go out too much further than here.
They may want to participate in that or even jump in on that endeavor because they're all about that information and secrets. It's up to you. Again, I don't wish to cloud your judgment or these ordeals. I just wish you to be aware of the different dynamics that comes to place. And the Tremere portion should affect you most likely personally by any way, shape, or form. That's just a me ordeal.
See, you say that, and then I'm gonna walk in, and they're gonna be like, "Here's a Ventru around here that ain't been around here for a while. Let's jump them." Like, I don't know how they do things in your hood.
You will most likely be safe, at least in the immediate term.
So
For
it's
now,
not on
though,
site.
Not for the high clans for the most part.
Just don't be an asshole, right? That's usually works.
Well, now let's
thought
check
so,
out
too.
these. Let's check out these locations. Working with either the Tremere or the Nosferatu will cost something considerable, and if we don't need to, it will be best to avoid it.
All right. If you want to go in blind again, you know the drill. You're the shield.
Are you bringing your new ghoul with you?
That's a good question. Internally, Cedric is like, I just received this glorious asset to my donut empire. Do I want to risk her in this situation?
Donut Empire.
Hey, Ventru got a Ventru. Like,
what
Ventru.
What are you, Krispy Kremes? I'm like, Jesus.
In his mind, it is going to be greater than Krispy Kreme, dog. Just you wait. We got to make these money moves.
Krispy Kreme ain't got shit.
Oh, that's
On
a
me.
gauntlet drop right there. As someone who loves Krispy Kremes, that's a fighting words right there. We shall see. And you say, we'll see. We'll see.
Ree, why are you in pain?
You know
This is your
what I'm
channel.
saying?
It's okay. You can have a donut too.
It's hard out there for a Ree.
As you can see, both the storyteller and the host of this glorious channel are shaking their heads at me in dismay, as though when they invited me, they didn't know what it was. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Oh no. See, I was well aware of the chaos I was getting with you, and I deeply appreciate it. However, we are not talking smack about Krispy Kreme. What Cedric says as a character does not reflect the ReeRoles
Yes.
channel.
Ursa loves Krispy
I
Kreme.
love Krispy Kreme.
The adventure
merely
got
adopted
adventure.
the chaos. I was born to it.
What? It's not like I said Danny's or anything.
Ooh.
Well, you're missing someone if you want to do that.
Oh.
They're probably listening to me in the background. It's all right. It's all right. I said what I said.
All right, so is it going to be going to talk to the Tremere, talk to the Nosferatu, or are you guys going to
Talk to
go
the hand.
as one group independently into the night to go investigate some abandoned buildings?
Buildings.
I'm
I'll do
down
buildings.
for some detective work.
Yeah. Again, Aiden, with his special humanity 9 and many other traits himself, is not going anywhere near close to Tremere. Cause has too many red flags, and he does not want any dots, any lasers on him. So yeah, I would definitely go along for helping locate the buildings.
And we return to another chat with Sakura, if I may.
Yes, you may. While everybody
It's
else
quick.
is determining what they want to do. You see that she is sipping happily on what remains of her not cocktail, that she completely thinks is a cocktail. She looks a little smug with herself. Amir is nowhere to be found.
Must have won.
He has vanished into the casino somewhere.
Mark.
Well, Cedric, his mind all over the place, especially with the contact he just attempted to reach. He's okay. Sakura. We're going to be going around this hood. We're going to be conducting an investigation. Might be some abandoned lots. Might have some dope fiends about. Might have to break out the blicky, but you did say you came with a unique set of skills, and I think that's really dope. So, do any of them include subterfuge or generosity?
First off, Mr. Donahue, that's very rude to ask a lady if she lies and or she can break into things. Very, very rude. But also, I may or may not be good at breaking into things.
Would you like to help us in this investigation? I believe your skills would be essential.
Is this going to be anything like super illegal?
They are abandoned as far as I know, but again, this ain't my hood, but I'm traveling with people who know this place. And if we need a quick get out, I'd rather have someone who knows how to make a getaway in general. Someone to watch my back. That's a candid face. I love it.
So, like, you want me as a person to help you guys who are beyond people to go help you break into places where there may be people on drugs or other dangerous elements.
Well, it's either that or you want to babysit the donut shop.
Do I have to look for snakes if I look at the donut shop?
Of course. And by the way, there may be someone at large who may or may not kill you.
What have you been doing this night? Like, who are you upsetting within the span of like 5 hours? How do you wake up and cause chaos? How is this the thing that you do?
I just got here. I was on assignment to sell donuts, and next thing you know, there's archives getting killed and people are eating our remains. I didn't sign up for this either, but here we is. Here we is. And I don't want to make Diamond mad.
But you
Well, it's
want to
too late
make
for that.
me possibly the target of somebody who wants to kill you?
I mean, genuine
Yeah.
pause and venture.
You see, she has pulled out her cell phone and is holding it in her hand.
Wait. You can stay in the shop, okay? Okay? It's nice, cozy. You can even sit in the chair. Just please. Please.
We really need to have a discussion on how your people skills are.
My people's skills are phenomenal. That was a beautiful negotiation.
But you have snakes in your donut store.
Not anymore if you did your job.
I did. There are no snakes, but why were there snakes in the first place?
Well, it's a long story I don't have time for right now. I gotta hit them streets. I gotta ghost ride the whip. If they catch me outside, I don't know how that gonna go. But it's gonna get handled.
I said owl.
You both stopped
Okay,
speaking for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. You broke up a little bit.
He repeats of who? Who did you upset?
Okay. I may or may not have gotten on the wrong side mildly of the ministry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm going to the abandoned buildings with you. Absolutely, I am not about to stay where snakes. I thought you just had an infestation.
I did.
Not that they were ministry related.
But there were snakes in there.
Oh no, no, we're not doing. She wants her cup
I
down.
didn't lie to you.
Give
Come
me
on,
a few
Sakura.
moments. Let me get my bag. We're going to some abandoned buildings because I am not going back into that donut store.
I mean, what's in the bag?
One does not ask a lady what she keeps in her bag.
Ah.
And you see she's walking off to the car to go get her bag out of it.
Yeah. Cedric's grabbing his trusty 10. His 10 milli, so.
Any other last minute preparations from you guys?
Is Amir still around?
Amir has slipped in through a side door into where you are. He has seemingly completely avoided the entirety of wherever Cedric and Sakura were.
Yeah,
with
would you like for me to improve your capabilities before we leave?
Is it something to do with abandoned buildings and possible criminal elements?
Yes, we may find ourselves fighting the Duskborn or the Rogue Tremere.
Yes, I would.
I'm going to
Not
take this
that I
time
am-
to do flesh crafting.
Not that I am overly concerned about the Duskborn, but the Tremere are a problem.
Well, what are the rules for this?
Let's see here. I'm assuming this is what happens when I close all my notes on I am assuming you are going to be doing vicissitude, correct?
You all correct?
It's a change to yours. Oh, hold on. Or it would be flesh crafting then, because it'd be a subject. So you will make one run RAS check. And you will roll your resolve and your protean.
10 dice for this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna spend, wait. 5. I'm gonna spend a willpower.
Excellent.
6 total.
Okay, cool. What are you doing to him?
We're gonna do some armor.
Do some armor.
Hmm.
Perfect.
Anything else that would be useful? I
The
guess I'll make him more dexterous too. So I have 4 dots, so we'll do 2 points of armor. Yeah, 2. Well, yeah, we'll do 2 points of armor and 2 points, and moving some points into dexterity.
So 2 points in armor, 2 points in dexterity.
Yes, ma'am.
Noted. You have done so.
So just 2 things. One, did I ever get a call back yet from my sire?
You did not.
I did not. Okay. And of course, the second thing is just informing Baloo that things may be dangerous going forward. Just keep an eye out on where we were heading to.
He has, when you make a mention that he has to leave the AC, he rolls with his back towards you.
Hopefully it'll be quick. But just, if you smell, especially if you smell anything, give me a holler. Let me know. We might have to be on our toes for a little bit for the next couple hours. So just as a heads up.
You get the slightest flick of his one ear.
Awesome.
That he has heard you, but it is the entire cat thing of how many muscles they have in their ear versus how many he's using to not respond.
Perfect. That's it. Ready to head up.
Hank, is there anything you would like to do?
Hank's just gonna check his gun and make sure he's got some backup ammunition, but in a flashlight.
Gun, flashlight.
Big mag light, doubles as a club. Not anybody's ever actually seen those big mag lights. They're great. You can blind and bludgeon your intruders.
It is a multi-use tool. And as you guys are collecting, are you guys riding together or are you riding separately?
Separate. I mean, I got a full-blown tiger in my back. That's how. I mean, I may have an SUV that could fit other folks, but I mean, I don't think I was driving the SUV. But yeah, I would be driving separate.
Separate for Aiden. Is anyone else carpooling?
Oh yeah, totally carpooling with the richer artist here. Absolutely.
Oh sure, yeah, I'll go with artist. Sure, I don't have a reason to bring my own. So besides, the more cars we show up with, the more suspicious it is.
And would Sakura and Amir be riding with you guys?
Oh, that car.
Amir's driving.
Amir's driving.
I mean, yeah, if it's a 4-seater limo, like Sakura can fit.
Yeah,
so.
it's like a 5. It's like a 5 people. 5 people.
It's a big SUV.
You can get a
black
luxury
SUV from TV.
Yeah, you can still get a luxury SUV with that.
Excellent. And as you guys drive into the night, that is where we're going to end tonight.
Oh,
Bum, 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 bum.
It hurts every time.
Riding off.
Well, I guess that's acceptable. Our story has concluded for the evening, which means you have to catch us next week for what I believe will be the finale of season 1 of Bourbon Street Blues.
What?
You have to make sure you're here to see how the adventure ends. But really quickly, well, that's a you problem. Some announcements with regards to this channel here. There will be some more projects coming up soon, so keep your eyes over on the Twitter where we do our official announcements. If you are looking for books to read, The Obsidian Kingdom is still available over on royalroad.com/The Obsidian Kingdom. And if you're looking for more World of Darkness content, then you should head on over to Mixed Studios, where they are, I believe, this Friday, Kansas City, A Domain Divide is coming back. And I believe some more of the games are going to be over there on their stream, and you can catch quite a few of them recorded over on their YouTube channel, so you should go ahead and check that out. That's enough from me. You can go ahead and hear what these wonderful people are doing. Starting with our storyteller.
I'm doing not much of anything. I am here to torment Ree. But that being said, if you are new to seeing this chronicle, it is all over on the ReeRoles YouTube channel, so definitely go over and check that out. If you want to know anything I am doing, it occasionally gets posted over on the Twitters at Small Shadow Snack. I am not really doing much with my Twitter outside of occasionally reblogging things and possums. It's just possum content at this point. I have no excuse.
All right. Up next, Sir Monolith.
Yeah. You pretty much just find me here on Ree's channel, making a mess of things, and then after this game ends, I'll just be counting the days till I find something new to make a mess of. But you know, Real let you know when that's gonna happen.
All right, next up, Earth Ranger.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know who I is. Y'all know where I stay at. I'm on YouTube, where I hardly do anything, and I need to get back to doing something. I'm also on the Twitches, which has also been semi-abandoned, and I need to start streaming again. But in general, I've essentially been being an amateur game dev, so I've been yanked in all sorts of different directions, doing TTRPG things. So, other than me harassing Ree here right now, that's pretty much it.
All right, and last but certainly not least, Kira.
Hi, I'm Kira858. As always, this has been an absolute blast. I was wondering if the next episode was the season finale, but looking forward to see how the season is going to conclude. I'm guessing there's a lot of threads left open, so I'm not sure how those are going to get wrapped up. We shall see. Make sure to see us next week to see how that takes place. In terms of content that I'm working on, of course, you can be able to find all of our TTRPG content on our YouTube channel, The Cookout TTRPG, where we have a wide variety of TTRPG goodness. There also will be some new content that's going to be releasing on the channel in the near future. So you could definitely keep an eye out on that information on our Blue Sky, because I don't use Twitter anymore. That place could go to hell for all I care. Blue Sky or Threads at the Kira858. But in terms of outside of TTRPG goodness, of course, if you're curious what I've been putting a lot of effort to, we build my brand new comic book company, Snowstorm Comics, where we debuted at WonderCon with our first series, Rise of the Nephilim. You can be able to buy our content, our first issue, our variant issue, as well as prints, our art prints at www.snowstormcomics.com. And if you're on the East Coast, say you're planning on going to New York Comic Con, we're going to have a booth there. So make sure to come on by, stop on by. It'll be a lot of fun. We will be debuting some new products there as well. We'll be super excited. Definitely looking forward to that. So many things are working on in the future, but you know, we'll keep you up to date. But that's me.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right, well, it's about time for us to leave before more problems start to happen on the interwebs. So thank you for watching. Make sure to join us next week as we finish up our story. And hope to see you there.
Them scones, though.
Yeah, Ree, what about the scones?